I'm ready to start. We have started talking about Jamestown. Why is Jamestown so important? It's fine, I don't need it. Mason, why is Jamestown so important?
Because it helped our country.
Okay. Sorry, Miss Wills is all over the place right now. I had my notes, and I don't have them anymore. All right. I don't know where they went. Okay, here we go. Ready to begin. Let's start over. All right. When we talked about Jamestown yesterday, where did they come from? Where did those men travel from? Where did they start? I'm going to go ahead. See if this is the right one. Nope. There we go. All right. Where did they start from? Charlotte? London, England. Is that here in North America? No, it is not. London, England is over here. Over here, right here. London. They traveled all the way down here through the Atlantic Ocean to Virginia. Does anyone remember how long it took them? Who remembers, Henry?
1 year.
Oh, not a year. Who remembers? Oh, who remembers? Mason?
4 months.
4 months on a ship. 3 ships. Do we remember their names? Anna, what's one? There were 3 ships. It's okay if you don't remember, because guess what? We're going to review it all today. Just seeing how much we remember yesterday. 1 ship. There's 3 of them. That they traveled on. There's 3 names. What's one of them? The Godspeed. What's another one? Only Henry remembers?
I'm looking at my phone.
Oh, we're going to get that in a second. Okay, that's all right. Let's go ahead and look through this again. Words we need to know. Contribution. The act of giving or doing something. We remember that word. We all contribute in our learning, right? We all help. Yes, Solomon?
Are they actually alive right now?
No. We'll talk about that in a second, Solomon. Another word. Permanent. Something that lasts a very long time. I think about permanent marker. Sharpie. It's meant to stay there for a very long time. So we want to know that word permanent because when those men traveled here, they wanted to settle and be permanent here in Virginia. Okay? And settlement, a place where people from far away build a new town. What is Jamestown? Jamestown was the first permanent English settlement in North America. That's here. Let's read that sentence together. Jamestown was the first permanent English settlement in North America. Now, Solomon, this answers your question right here. It was founded in Virginia over 400 years ago. Yeah.
Maybe like 120 billion.
Does anyone, and I'm just asking if you remember, it's okay if you don't remember. Does anyone remember the year that they traveled? They came here. What year? It's a specific year. I know you remember. Who? Chloe, do you remember?
1906.
Oh, not 1906, but very close. You got the 06.
Early 80s.
Anna?
1907.
Oh, not 19. No.
200.
All right. We're going to come back to that question. We're not going to watch that video again. What we're going to do is watch a different video. So we're going to watch this video. It's called Stepping Back into American History at Jamestown. We're going to watch this video, and then we're going to read through our book, And we're gonna do a graphic organizer together. If your question is about Jamestown, save it for the end, okay? Save it for after the video. Let's watch the video first and then we'll talk about it. All right, if you remember the year, keep it in your brain. Go ahead and finish your snap during the video, because then after the video, I'm gonna ask you to clean up, okay? Semi, after the video, we'll clean, okay? All right. Need to make sure the volume is up so we can hear. All right.
Hi everyone, I'm from Jamestown Settlement and I'm about to go into the Cowtown village. Let's go! Let's have a look at one of these houses. This is what they would have lived in.
So that's what they used to live in.
It smells really smoky in here, and there's loads of animal skins and bags on the walls.
doing that, I'm going to pass around our Jamestown books. All you need to do when you get your book is put your name on it. My friends that come every day, go ahead and take it out of your folder. And if you are walking around without your mask, I suggest you go back and put it on. Oh, this is so That's my favorite box. You have one. Let's finish up with the water, boys. Who else? You need one? All right, does everyone have a book? Everyone has my book about Jamestown.
I know the year that.
Oh, all right, we'll get there, we'll get there. Everyone has a book. All right, everyone needs to put your name on your book. This is your book. We're gonna keep this. All right, here's my book. It's not Steve. My book about Jamestown. Let's read through it. Everyone flip to the first page. It should look like this. It should start with in. Everyone open to the first page. I will wait until everyone's on the first page with me. Solomon, first page.
Oh. I don't know about it.
You were not on the first page. Look at mine. Look at mine. All right. Remember when I asked you about the year, Solomon? In 1606. Oh my goodness. What year are we in now? We're in 2021. Can you imagine 1606? That's a long, long time ago. In 1606, King James I of England, that's over here, gave the Virginia Company of London permission to begin a journey to North America to establish a new colony. So King James I gave those men permission to travel all the way over here to establish a new colony here in Virginia, to North America. They didn't know what Virginia was yet. They were just coming over here. They were just coming over here. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into yet. All right, Charlotte, we're going to keep going. Save your questions for later, all right? Next page. It should start with that number 144 or 144.
Wait, when did they die?
We'll flip the page. We'll talk about it, Solomon. Flip the page. Let's keep reading. All right. 144 men traveled. 144 men. That's a lot of men, isn't it? 144 men traveled to North America on 3 ships. All right, these 3 ships are super important to remember. We have the Susan Constant. Let's say it. Susan Constant. We have the Godspeed. Let's say it. The Godspeed. And the last one, the Discovery. The Discovery. Super important that we remember these ships. They sailed for 4 months. 4 months. Landing in North America on April 26, 1607. And remember, we just learned about calendar. We are in the month of April, aren't we? April, what's 5/26? That's coming up. That's going to be on a Monday.
That's the day after my birthday.
So April 26, 1607 is when they landed here. So when it's April 26, we could say on this day in 1607, those men landed in North America. Isn't that super cool? That's super cool. All right, let's keep reading. Everyone flip to the next page. All right. When they arrived in Jamestown, they built a fort that could be easily defended if they were attacked. And we saw what those looked like in that video. Their first year was tough and many people died. The men who survived needed the help of the Powhatan tribe. And we're going to learn about that tribe. A lot more detail next week. So all of the questions you have about them, save them, because we're going to learn all about them. Who they are, why they're important, all of that. But we're just learning about Jamestown right now. All right, and the last page, because we have something to do after this. Jamestown became the first permanent English settlement. There's that word permanent. And what does that mean? What does permanent mean? Tell me. Last forever, a very long time. Even though life was tough, the colony remained for a long time. You're going to keep these books. Keep them out, because we're going to use them. When you get this worksheet, what are you going to put at the top?
Name.
Your name. We're going to do this together. All right? Please put your name at the top. Now, if you have snacks, let's clean it up. Let's clean up our snacks. We've had a lot of time to get our snacks. Go ahead and clean up. Put your name at the top, and we'll get started. Yes. Quickly. All right. There you go. Put your name at the top. There's a lot of crumsies over here. Name at the top. You're welcome, Charlotte. You're welcome. Name at the top. Name at the top. All right, we're doing this together. So follow along. Let's put my paper up here. All about the Jamestown settlement. Let's look at this first box over here. Everyone's on this box with me. Where did the colonists sail from? Where did they sail from? It's in our books. Shall we find that page? It says it. Where did they sail from? Who knows? Where did they come from? If you don't know, look in your book. Where did they sail from? London, England. Yes, let's write it. London, England. Am I going to use a lowercase l? No, because it's a place. So, London. Yes, I did. All right, London, England. You might have to write small to fit in that box. London, England. That's where they sailed from. Yes. I'm writing it on the board. You want me to zoom in? London and England's not in your dictionaries. How's that?
Great.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for telling me. London, England. I'm going to walk around and make sure everyone's following along. Yes. That's super cool. What? That's exciting. All right, let's stay on Jamestown. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the box underneath it, right here. What was the name of the 3 ships that brought the colonists to Jamestown? I forgot. What are the 3 ships? Who can tell me one? Charlotte.
Discovery.
The Discovery. All right. Uziel, what's another one? The Godspeed. And what's the last one, Tammy? Nice job. All you have to do is go to your page in your book. It tells you right here the 3 ships, and it tells you the names. So if you need the spelling, open up to that page. And let's go ahead and fill that in on our chart. Susan, Constant. My marker's running out. All write it faster. The 3 ships. Those are important to remember. And I'll give you a minute to write those because I know there are a lot. While some people are writing that, let's think about that next question. What was life like in Jamestown? Just think about it. Was it like it is today? No. Not in 1607?
It was tough.
But we're gonna fill that in 1 second. Let's give everyone a chance to write the 3 ships. When you're done writing the 3 ships, stand up so I know that you're done. Go ahead and stretch your legs. Go ahead and stand up when you have those 3 ships written.
Miss Wallace, can I answer some questions too?
Okay.
I forgot to answer the question.
I have to give everyone a chance, Chloe. Alright, I'm gonna wait for everyone to be standing so I know that we can move on to the next question. Don't want anyone to fall behind. We got thin ships here. All right, waiting on a few more friends. Got one. How you doing, Solomon? Got him? All right, go ahead and have a seat. Gotta stretch our legs a little bit. Let's move on to that top square right here. It says, how was life in Jamestown? Was it like today we could just go over to Chick-fil-A and get a milkshake whenever we felt like it? Look in our books. How was life in Jamestown at that time? Sonara. It was horrible. It was tough. It was really tough. So we're going to go ahead and fill that in. Right here on your page, it says, their first year was tough, and many people died. It was really hard to survive for them. We're going to write life, start your sentence with a capital letter, was tough. And you can put and hard if that helps you remember. It was hard, it was tough for them.
Because life is not like right now.
It's not like right now. That was such a long time ago. In the video, oh, listen, in the video, you saw how they lived. You saw what they lived in. It wasn't like a house you have today. They had to build those. But they didn't have resources like we did, or we do. They had to go find that stuff. No.
And many people died, so that was really hard.
All right, and last question. This is very important. Last question. Who helped the Jamestown colony? Oh, look in your books if you don't know. Who helped them? Very important. And we're going to learn about them. But what's their name? Oh, look in your book, Solomon. Who helped the Jamestown colony? It's on page 3 if you don't know. I see so many hands. I'm going to give everyone a chance to find it. On page 3, who helped the Jamestown colony? It starts with the P. All right, Chloe, who is it?
I thought it was English.
Oh? Who helped them? Oh, I asked Liam. The Powhatan tribe. And we're going to learn all about them. We're going to learn who they are, how they helped, and why they are important. But for now, we just need to know their name. The Powhatan tribe, let's fill that in. If you need the spelling, it's on page 3. They have a capital P. You should have a capital P. It's the name of something. All right. Before we pack up, where did the colonists sail from? Devin? London, England. What are the name of the 3 ships? What's the first one, Anna? Let's say it together. The Discovery. What's the second one, Uziel? Let's say it together. The Godspeed. And what's the third one? Let's say it together. The Susan Constant. How was life in Jamestown, Deshaun? It was hard. It was tough. And who helped the Jamestown colony, Charlotte? Yes, the Powhatan tribe. I hope I'm saying that right. The Powhatan tribe. Let's say it together. The Powhatan tribe. All right, boys and girls, listen to directions before any of you move. Listen very carefully. The book that you have that says My Jamestown Book is going in your folder. We're going to keep that. The paper that we did